Finally. I know. I was supposed to watch this K9 unit that Cameron has debuted for the first time. It seems like it's a bit of a content cop spin-off series. I was supposed to watch it like weeks ago, but I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been pretty preoccupied with a bunch of other stuff, but we're finally setting some time aside now. This is about an hour and 2 minutes. Let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into it.
Warning. The following video contains stunts performed by trained professionals.
Uh-oh. You mean how Hasan trains his dog to stay in one place? It's terrible stuff.
Do not try this at home.
Not Shocktober 7th!
What the hell is wrong with my internet? It's probably an attack from you-know-who. And this is the problem with America. People taking control and violating me. My internet not working is clear. And it's the same reason as to why America...
And can we just take a moment to appreciate, like, not only Cameron's commitment to the bit, but the fucking Modelo can right next to him? It's like, you could tell Cameron was, like, a little bit tipsy when he was filming this.
Kaya, please just fucking go back to stop.
Crazy.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up here. I underestimated my audience in a live stream and gave them a goal they never should have met. What you're definitely not wondering is what the hell just happened. You know it, I know it, and my neck felt it. So grab a drink, and let me tell you about one of the biggest events
He shocked his neck with the Wunderwaffe DG2.
to ever happen on October 7th. This is the K9 unit.
Oh, this is so silly. I mean, for what it's worth, at least Cameron's not really doing this in like a city setting, so I guess not too many people are gonna watch him. I say too many, but then the person filming him has to watch. What the fuck is that? What was that? Oh my god, did Cameron get his girlfriend to film this and then he just did that? That was... okay. Oh, I was not expecting to see that.
Hey everybody, it's me, Cameron. I'm breaking a rule of mine today. I'm making a video about Hasan Piker and his career isn't dead. Well, yeah.
It's Hasan Parker, Cameron, excuse you.
However, the reason we're here might be a big domino in the fall of Hasan.
You know, for what it's worth, though, I gotta appreciate Cameron for, like, making... Because, like, one of my bigger criticisms of, like, Cameron's Content Cop series is, especially in the beginning, when he was, like, doing it on iDubbbz, and then he did it on Ludwig, a lot of it was sort of based off the past. When he, like, clickbaited the whole Hasan Piker thing, he tried to recreate what iDubbbz did with the Rice Gum Content Cop and, like, bait people into thinking it was a Jake Paul Content Cop. Like, I get what Cameron was doing with that. But, like, eventually, I think one of my bigger criticisms was that Cameron eventually has to put his own spin on it, one way or another, and stop relying on, like, the past to make, like, newer Content Cop videos. But, K9 Unit is, I think that's a good start. It's a good way to, like, put a spin on, like, content, because, dogs be using K9 units to sniff out people all the time.
As he's committed a cardinal...
Or police use it. What the fuck am I saying? I said dogs sniff them out. Okay. Great speech, Icon. Thanks.
sin. He shot... Ow!
Did you, like... Okay.
Allegedly shocked his dog. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Can you tell?
Is he, like, holding the fucking shock collar in his hand while he's filming this?
This collar is tight. Hasan Piker is a leftist political...
Excuse you, it's Hasan Parker, Cameron.
Twitch streamer that you probably know about. He's a self-described socialist, and a lot of the people we've talked about on this channel have his cock in their mouth. You wait, like, at least...
Bro, Denims cannot be in a photo without showing her tits, I swear to God. It's like, Denims is there, and it's like, girl just like has to like she ain't nothing without the twins.
A few takes before you fuck you. Now, since the shocking scandal, he's been doing everything he possibly can to stage a mass cover-up with constant new narratives, which is nothing new for Hasan. The memes have been glorious and the internet has not let him forget. But since then, he's gotten everyone in his general vicinity to lie for him, and that's caused this drama, which would have probably lasted around a week, to go on for over a month now. And I'm making this video to make sure we don't forget all the people who covered up for him. So here we are now. Thanks to a bunch of you in my live stream, I'm here in a dog outfit wearing a shock collar covering the Gaslight Brigade.
Bro, I knew it. There was text that showed up that said he was progressively getting more drunk. The moment I saw that Modelo can, Cameron, the moment I saw that, I was like, bro, he's filming this video fucking tipsy and shit.
From Hasan Piker. On October 7th, Hasan was having a bad internet day.
2 years after the real October 7th contact day, which is terrible stuff. I meant to say conflict. I guess I really can't speak tonight. Wow.
His stream lost connection and he was mad. Once he finally got his stream back up and running, Hasan explains his internet problems, but in true Hasan fashion, this was the perfect example of why America is the worst place on earth.
Because I'm in the United States of America, the most dog shit country on the fucking planet, the absolute worst country on the planet.
So move back to Turkey. Get out of the country then. And I don't mean to say that in like a weird right-wing way. I'm not trying to like dog whistle that. I'm just saying, like, listen, go back to like living in another country. If you hate America so much, why are you here? Like, you live here, you're a multi-millionaire. You hate capitalism unless it benefits you because you live in a fucking multi-million-dollar house or whatever, or like condo or whatever the fuck you live at. You live in an expensive home and you own like expensive cars and everything. Like, I don't know. It almost sounds like Hasan is just grifting. I feel like he likes these things, but he pretends to hate them because he's just anti-West.
Up, bar none. A capitalist shithole. Kaya.
Okay, the fucking weird sound effect.
Not the opportunity for you to... Down. Throughout history, throughout time, the wealthiest nation on the planet, and we don't have a fraction of the dedicated broadband speeds that you can get in a fucking village on the countryside of France.
Because I'm a dirty little poop nugget and I thought what Hasan said sounded ridiculous, I decided to fact check this myself. The United States on average ranks at 298 megabits per second broadband versus France's 332.74. France is the 5th best in the world, United States is the 7th best in the world. That's not some crazy fraction of a difference. But because I'm an even dirtier little poop nugget, I decided to go by city, in which Lyon, France ranks at number 3 with 363 average megabits per second, which is the 3rd biggest city in France. The biggest city in the United States is number 11 at Los Angeles, where Hasan lives, at 294 megabits per second. No countryside area shows up here for France, so it's a lie. So while France does on average have...
Yeah, I mean, Hasan lies like he breathes, so that checks out.
...faster speeds than the United States, it's not by much, and this is an extreme over-exaggeration, which is dishonest from Hasan.
The worst fucking infrastructure, the absolute biggest shithole on the planet. I fucking despise this nation.
I'd like to make it.
It's so weird that like Hasan says that like America is such a shithole, but this country is like one of the best forces for like Western values. I mean, we have Western values, which means, you know, rights for gay and trans people, freedom from religion. We don't live in like Saudi Arabia where you'll die for fucking criticizing the government. You know, I would say as many problems that as America has, I still think we live in a great country. I am very grateful that we get to be as fortunate enough to live in America other than any other world. Or any other country. Hasan just is, it's just like, the thing that he's doing is just such a grift.
It known that Hasan comes from an extremely wealthy family. His dad is a multi-billionaire and he got an easy head start in his career thanks to...
Yeah, capitalism is bad unless it benefits me.
his uncle hosting the Young Turks. This is a really privileged Nepo baby who has never experienced anything remotely third world. During Hasan's rant, his designer dog Kaya gets up from her bed. For context, she'd been laying there for over 4 hours, and that's not really good for a dog like Kaya given her size and breed. I mean, she's a Tibetan Mastiff.
Well, I don't think it's good for any dog to stay in one place for long periods of time. Like, that can be a form of abuse if you just use them as like a set piece for 4 hours straight. Especially, like, you have to let dogs roam around. There are other streamers on Twitch or on any other platform that let their cats and their dogs roam around the house, and like, it's fine. If they come up on stream and they like want pets, then you give them pets, you know, and they like kind of like go with the flow with that stream content. But instead, Hasan just has to use Kaya as like a set piece, and it's very like weird.
Size rivals the size of some lions and bears. She's a young dog with a lot of energy, and she should be allowed to roam. Any dog owner knows this, myself included. R.I.P. Buster. Miss you, buddy. Instead of
Rest in peace, Cameron. I'm sorry for your loss.
letting this young, energetic dog get up and roam around or maybe get some water, the idea of that infuriates Hasan even more. You see, Hasan has had this dog propped up behind him ever since he got her. She's no more than one of the toys on his shelf to him.
Is that she has a leash on right now on the elevated bed, so she can't like really get off of it. So she now knows to sit in place for hours and hours on end.
He appears to reach for something on his desk very intently, and then the dog yelps. He turns around and calls her a big baby instead of checking on why the dog yelped, almost as if he knows exactly why the dog yelped.
Such a first world problem.
I mean, he definitely shocked the dog. Like, anyone that says that Hasan didn't shock the dog is just massively coping. Like, if you look at the clip, he reaches over to press a button. The dog yelps at the same time that he reaches over to press something. There's also clips from Hasan's past where, like, he has the remote control that looks exactly like the remote control for the shock collar. And then they, like, pushed it away. And, like, I don't know, like, the narrative just kept changing for the people that were, like, defending Hasan, saying, like, oh, but there was no shock collar, oh, but there was a shock collar, but there's a vibrate function only, oh, but then there is he has different kinds of collars, and, like, the narrative and the story just kept changing. Like, he shocked the dog, and the reason why it lasted as long as it did is because Hasan just kept lying about it, and he kept getting upset that, like, people were calling him out for it, and it was, like, one of the first controversies that Hasan couldn't control. Like, it's crazy because Hasan has said anti-Semitic things on Twitch all the time. He's made several calls to violence. He has, like, waved a gun around performatively, giving, like, a death threat. He's done, like, a lot of really, like, weird things on Twitch that would get him banned for, like, a day. But, like, those controversies are controlled. But this was, like, the first controversy that wasn't controlled. And, like, Hasan just, like, couldn't fucking take it anymore. And then he had, like, a meltdown because that was, like, the first one where people were actually like, oh, wow, this is fucked up.
But it is emblematic of all of America's much more consequential violence. Okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
Yeah, I mean, like, in this clip, he definitely shocked the dog. Like, there's no ambiguity. Like, at first I thought, oh, I mean, there's no explicit evidence of it, but the more you, like, look up and the more you, like, look into it, it's pretty clear that he shocked the fucking dog.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing? You're being such a baby.
It doesn't take you an expert like me to tell you that this clip looks really fucking bad for Hasan. Most people would go up and immediately check on why their dog cried out in pain. So naturally, the internet went berserk. Now, this isn't shocking. Hasan and internet backlash go quite well together. When Hasan's involved, every day is a massive day for the unemployed. What made
Oh god, not fucking... This is a WestJet video.
this situation a little different is even his chat pushed back against him. This is rare and kind of gave me a little hope in the world. Look, the chat is like, what the fuck?
What are you doing?
He pauses the chat so that nobody can see the live reaction. A quick side tangent, but Hasan's core audience has been tailor-made to stand by anything he does. He's at a point where he could stand in the middle of 5th Avenue and shoot somebody and he wouldn't lose any supporters, okay? Now, this isn't everyone. There have been longtime viewers who have left the community or who've been banned from the community for pretty mild criticism, all things considered.
Well, I mean, Hasan... well, yeah, I mean, it's nothing new that Hasan has banned, like, longtime chatters who have, I guess, said like the wrong thing at the wrong time, and then Hasan's like, no, you're banned. But like even during the Colorgate stuff, like Hasan like said he banned like a 3-year subscriber. Like it was fucking crazy.
My issue as a trans person is the fact that you, a guy that isn't super well versed on trans shit, brought on a known transphobe knowing he might bring up transphobic shit. You aren't exactly a Vosh at trans debates. I hope that the rest of your life is as horrible as it is every single day. Okay, there you go.
Wow, Hasan a little bit transphobic. Ooh, got him.
I despise you.
Watch, nobody's gonna give a shit because like Hasan is their favorite streamer. I mean, like I said, Hasan could get away with anything. Like he could murder a woman live on stream and like his fan base will still simp for him and like sweep for him. It's like Destiny's audience. Like Destiny has like a very similar audience in the sense that like Destiny's audience is gonna defend him no matter what, even if he has like CSAM allegations on his PC. I think in the allegations like he didn't know the age of the person, but like I don't know, man. I don't know where the narrative went with it. Like, some people were saying he knew the age. Some people say he didn't know the age. But regardless, the point I'm trying to make is that people are just, like, they're so parasocial for their favorite content creator that they're willing to just, like, defend them for literally anything. You know, I learned to not be parasocial for any content creator. The only, like, I guess closest one you could say that I'm, like, involved with now is like Papa Gut, because I'm in his chat a lot. But like even then I don't consider Papa Gut like a friend. Like at the end of the day, he's a content creator that I enjoy watching, and I enjoy being part of his community, you know. Like I don't consider Papa Gut like a personal friend of mine, you know. Papa Gut doesn't owe me anything, you know. At the end of the day, I like that Papa Gut takes a liking to me being in his community. But, like, that doesn't mean you know, I think he owes me anything. Like, content creators don't owe you anything at the end of the day. You know, it's very important to just not be fucking parasocial for anybody.
I despise you more than anything else on the planet. You are fucking cancer.
That's crazy. He's, like, saying, oh, you're cancer to a trans person. Crazy.
Better yourself.
Wasn't this person like a black person as well? That like tried to speak up to Hasan, but Hasan was like, any other black person want to speak up against me?
Maybe have a dog and it not be a part of your persona if you don't want to fucking question when you're evasive. You're no different than the GOP. You're a 40-month subscriber and you think I'm like the grand old party because I won't just sit there and be like, you guys are right. I'm actually abusive to my dog.
On top of that, there are portions of his audience who indeed give him some pushback, but never on a scale that actually covers his egregious behavior. When he promotes terrorists.
Bro, Cameron, you're like jump scaring me with that shocking. You gotta stop doing it, man. Like, it was funny maybe like the first 3 times. You gotta stop it, Cameron. Come on now.
Propaganda. No audience pushback. When he promotes violent rhetoric. No audience pushback. When he boosts the careers of serial doxers. No audience pushback. I could go on. Now keep this in mind for later.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, for a while, Hasan has just been a huge fucking red flag, and he should have been banned for all these things, especially, like, fucking having terrorist propaganda live on Twitch and, like, being anti-Semitic. None of that mattered. But, the moment he shocked his dog, and I think really what it comes down to is the fact that, like, people care so much for animals, and a lot of people care for animals more than humans, even, I would go as far as to say.
In the video, but my point is the idea of his audience pushing back for the crazy shit he does is rare. So when people started saying free Kaya in his chat, he tries to explain the harsh reprimands he gave to his dog by saying that she's been spoiled and allowed to roam free in the house because of, and this is my favorite part, a landlord. Of course!
Oh, great. Is that like the 5th story change?
Of course! In all this chaos, he still manages to blame a landlord.
You're making...
You know, the communist fucking music, Cameron, is that a reference to the fact that Hasan is anti-West? Is that the joke? Guys, listen, I used to watch iDubbbz just like Cameron did. Like, he's trying to come up with, like, these next-level jokes. I'm not stupid. I can see right through it.
She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom. No, she doesn't want to come over here to see what's up. She just wants to fucking roam the house because she got to roam the house when I was gone. And she needs to literally have the same structured, regimented...
Yeah, his mother's a landlord. Hasan hates landlords, by the way.
Kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude.
Can we do like a
Capitalism bad, unless it benefits me, of course.
quick shake on the hand? We love landlords, look.
Only have capitalism for me, but not for anyone else.
We love landlords. We love landlords, we love them a lot. We're all against unions, they're not fair to the
Oh my god, is that Matan?
corporate companies. This is a crazy protest.
Wait, was that? Hold on. Hold on a second. Wait, Brock Lesnar? Does that say Brock Lesnar? The fucking, whatchamacallit? The, wrestler? Then Jeffrey Epstein? Oh my god. These guys are fucking goofballs. I can't.
Give me a fuck you!
Dude, Cameron, that joke, man. It's like jump scaring the shit out of me every time he shocks his fucking collar.
We are not friends after this. Immediately, the backlash begins. Not just from his chat, of course,
Oh my
but
God.
from the entire internet. People immediately deduced that this was likely Hasan using a shock collar on his dog to stay on the bed behind him. And it didn't just come from the usual suspects who we already know don't like Hasan. It came from everyone. The general speculation was, did Hasan just fucking use a shock collar on his dog for...
He absolutely did. And honestly, I feel like the controversy wouldn't be... and I know that sounds fucked up because I don't agree with shocking dogs. I think that's very shitty. But I feel like if Hasan just came forward and said, oh yeah, I use a shock collar, I think it would have been fine because, like, technically, even though I don't agree with shock collars, they are legal in the United States. So a lot of people could look at that and argue, oh, okay, you know, shock collars are legal. Some people, I guess, use them for dog training. I personally wouldn't use one because I just think shock collars are cool. There are better ways to train your dog than shocking their neck.
that? Now, from my perspective, I'm out taking my lovely girlfriend to dinner, and while waiting, I see this headline and kind of roll my eyes because while I am heavily critical of Hasan, I know that there are people who are super bad faith and uncharitable towards him just because they hate him that much, and he'd probably do the same thing to them. However, then I actually watched the clip, and yeah, you don't fuck with the dogs, man.
Oh, Cameron, you know as well as I do that this is AI. Look at this. It even has the fucking watermark on the top left. Come on now.
And to be clear, the controversy itself is not the idea of an e-collar or shock collar. It's the manner in which Hasan allegedly abused it. Shock collars can be useful to...
Well, it's also the fact... I think it's more so the fact that Hasan just kept lying and changing the narrative about it, and people kept going after him about it. And, like, the usual people that, like, snark after Hasan were getting to him, and, like, he had a fucking meltdown, and, like, everybody kept doing it because they knew it bothered him.
Establish a perimeter for an outside dog in the form of an electric fence. And most shock collars won't cause your dog to yelp out in pain. They shouldn't be at that high of a setting. It should be like a tapping sensation. And most importantly, they're rarely used. So now...
I think Hasan should just, like, play into the meme at this point. Like, I feel like... I think I saw a clip of Hasan kind of playing into the meme a little bit, which is causing this, like, whole Colorgate stuff to die down. And, like, it's not really as big as it once was. But I also saw a clip of Hasan literally, like, walking on the streets. Was it in the UK? I think he was in the UK. And, like, somebody, like, wanted to take a picture with him, and then he pulled out a sign that said, or, like, a picture saying, you know, free Kaya, free Kaya. Like, that was, like, a perfect opportunity for Hasan to play into the meme. And if he just played into the meme, I think, like, half of the Colorgate stuff gone. You know, like, half of, like, the... what keeps it alive is gone, because people do it because they know it gets to Hasan. They know that it bothers him, and so they keep snarking after him. And so if he just plays into it, I feel like it would be fine, but he didn't. He just kept lying about it, and he kept, like, obviously communicating that it bothered him.
Naturally, the idea of someone shocking a dog on a high enough setting for it to yelp out in pain for the crime of not wanting to sit down behind for 8 hours to be a stream prop sounds really abusive towards the dog and would naturally cause headlines. So the internet detectives got to work. quickly. My favorite character to emerge was none other than Detective Chair, or XQC, who took a break from freeboot reactions to go into full detective mode.
Well, I mean, to be like, in XQC's defense, this wasn't like his first detective mode stream. Like, he was also doing it on, what was it, David. That was the situation that he was doing it on as well. And I feel like that's like a good thing to do content on, unironically for XQC. Like, I've never liked XQC's content in the past because he didn't really do much transformative reactions when it came to content. Like, he kind of just sat through. He didn't really say much. He's gotten better over the years. I have seen, like, clips of him actually, like, being transformative with content. So he's gotten better with it, and he has improved. And he's actually, like, with this content, it seems like it's an interesting turn. And I actually think, like, XQC, like, has taken, like, a very, very interesting turn with his content. So I do have to give credit where credit's due. Like, his newer stuff with, like, this whole detective shit is, like, definitely, it's different.
See right there? It seems to me that this roundish demarcation is the same one that's at the outside of the one that was shown. Not done yet.
Look,
Granted, it's probably not the best detective work I've seen, but it's something. It's definitely better than what he used to do.
He definitely did it.
So it would be indented with some serial number or some sticker on the inside, right? But in the one shown, it has nothing.
We can see it. We got it.
Hand over. A better press.
80%. Yeah, he definitely fucking did it. He definitely did it. Now, to the most die-hard Hasan fans and lapdogs, this type of backlash is horrifying. So the censorship and counter narratives began. This episode of K9 Unit is brought to you by my socials and my lovely patrons and members. For behind the scenes content and live streams, be sure to check out my second channel, Chaotic Cameron. Join the Discord server and interact with the community. And don't forget to follow that Twitter and Instagram, or you could support me like these lovely people by becoming a patron or channel member. And
way ahead of you, Cameron. I've already joined the Discord recently. I thought I was already in. I guess I wasn't.
of course, don't forget to smash that motherfucking like button and subscribe, bitch. Reddit mods
Thanks, Cameron. I appreciate it.
Immediately took down posts talking about it before, it got too big to ignore. And White Knights came up with the narrative that Kaya wasn't shocked by Hasan. No, her dew claw got stuck on her bed.
Yeah, but there was nothing for her claw to get stuck on, and so that's what really, like, gets me, is, like, they're like, oh, but her claw got stuck in the floorboard, or that got stuck on her bed, and she yelped or whatever. No. Very rarely do dogs yelp when they get their claw stuck like that. That's, like, usually never the case. I had cats as well, and they got their claws stuck in the beds all the time with, like, their cat beds, but they never yelped if they yanked it too hard. Like, sometimes it would be like, oof. Like, they would just, like, it wouldn't even be, like, that loud of a noise or whatever. Like, it would just be like, oh. It's kind of just like, shit, I kind of got my claw stuck or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, that's inconvenient. But, yeah, people were really trying to run that narrative. It's just because people were coping. They knew what happened was indefensible. They were coping. You had people like Taylor Lorenz who just lied in defense for Hasan because she's, like, uber obsessed with Hasan and she wants to fuck Hasan badly.
Those are the only people who immediately spoke out, right? No. But they killed their career over... So they... Do I have to? I just want one video. One big video without mentioning these fucking freaks. I fucking hate these goddamn... So Anissa Jamha, wife of...
Of course, man. They're never going to leave you. Eventually, Cameron is going to start dating Anissa. I'm letting you know right now, like, Anissa's going to leave Ian for Cameron, and then the same thing's going to happen where Cameron is going to become a husk of a human being, and then he's going to become a lolcow, and then he's going to pass the content cop torch to somebody else.
Dubs.
The cycle repeats itself.
Both of whom refused to defend their longtime close friends from rumors of killing their dog with fucking cheese, decided to jump in front of a freight train to defend Hasan.
That's another fucking interesting point. Feeding your dog's cheese, which is what Ethan did, is apparently worse than shocking your dog. That's really interesting. But also, I literally did research on this because Ryan Beard got himself into a controversy like in October, during this whole Shocktober 7th stuff that was happening. Like, Ryan Beard tried to, like, snark after Ethan, and I covered it, because it was like such a weird way for Ryan Beard to destroy his image. Like, it was one of the stupidest ways to as well. And, like, I feel like if Ryan Beard apologized and was like, yeah, that was a fucked up joke, but I didn't mean anything bad from it, then I feel like it would have been fine. But Ryan Beard didn't do that. He just, like, decided to, like, double and then triple down. And then he, like, stopped making content and then waited for it to blow over. And now he's just gonna, like, continue to make content. So I guess it is what it is for Ryan, but still. Like, I did research on this, right? Oh, like, this was my point earlier. Where dogs do not die if you feed them too much cheese. And if they do, it's extremely rare. Very, very rare. Like, to the point where it's, like, not even worth worrying about. Like, you can feed cheese to your dogs, as long as it's within reasonable amounts. And Ethan took his dog to go to, several different vets to try to, like, vet out the, whatchamacallit? He, like, tried to, like, go to several different vets to, like, verify the information. And they all pretty much said generally the same thing, that, like, they didn't think that they had anything to worry about, and then Shredder just, like, had health complications out of nowhere. So it just sucks. I mean, like, Ethan had, like, a moment where he lamented and felt, like, some sort of guilt. Like, I don't know. I feel like people that, like, snark after Ethan for this topic have never owned a pet in their life.
This, Anissa's fucking DID kicked in. Now she's not only a kinesiologist, professional boxing promoter, half Lebanese, etc., but she's also a dog trainer.
She's half Lebanese and half Irish. And Hasan is strictly a political streamer. He never does political slop. Never, ever does political drama. Strictly a political streamer.
And because of her wisdom and breadth of experience...
Bro, I don't care what anyone says. Hasan is he's political slop. Like, you guys can call him a strictly political streamer all you want, but all he does is political drama. Like, that's all he does. And listen, I love political drama as well. I love political slop too, but, like, Hasan is just not honest about it. Like, he'll say, it's strictly just politics.
She gave her expert opinion that because the dog wasn't allegedly wearing a shock collar during their visit, there's no way Hasan could have ever done that. She then continued to rant about it, saying even more dumb shit. One of the responses was very ironic to me, but honestly, that's all the attention I'm willing to give this. Responses was very ironic.
If you loved your dogs, you would teach them to stop shitting in the house. Oh my god, yeah, that was funny. But your husband shits your pants. It's so funny. Like, I genuinely think Ian and Anissa just, like, lack self-awareness. Like, they don't realize how they come off to people whatsoever. So in a weird way, I think they're perfect for each other, but they're still in a very toxic relationship that, like, fucks up both of their lives. Like, I mean, Anissa's a steamroller and Idubbbz is a pushover. Like, he kind of just, like, does whatever. Like, he just doesn't set any hard boundaries, and he just does whatever Anissa does, and he, like, just, like, lets Anissa run a lot of the things in the relationship.
Ironic to me, but honestly, that's all the attention I'm willing to give this fucking freak today. Anywho, after
That's crazy. Fucking freak. That's a little bit harsh, Cameron. Be nice to Anissa's husband and Anissa.
That Hasan catches wind of the drama brewing.
I'm just kidding. They're actually total fucking dickheads, and that deserve all the criticism.
Immediately blames his enemies, even though it's already far surpassed those circles, and adopts the dew claw theory.
It started on D, then H3, then LSF is the classic pipeline. I'm gonna fucking die, dude. Yes, I am incredibly abusive to the not only best trained, but also the best behaving and most spoiled dog on the planet. Is from when Kaya yelped. Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
So
she clipped herself. Yeah, I mean, listen, if she clipped herself, why didn't you go and check on her? Because even if she, okay, so even if you think Hasan's telling the truth, which he obviously isn't, he's full of shit. He lies all the time about it, and he kept lying about this Collargate stuff. And I don't think Hasan is exactly a very honest person. But even if he was honest that one time, right? Why didn't you go and check on her? Wouldn't it be the correct thing to do is if your dog yelps or if they seemingly are in pain, why didn't you go and see what was wrong? Because if I had a pet and they were in pain, I would immediately go and check to see what was wrong. And I feel like a lot of pet owners would as well, but Hasan seemingly doesn't. So that could still communicate some level of neglect.
For the sake of being thorough, let's take a look. Now, many people analyze using low-quality clips, but we're going to look at the source material where you can clearly see that she yelps before her paw even moves.
Go.
And when it does move, it doesn't look like it gets stuck or even makes contact with the side of the bed.
Yeah, because, like, what would it get stuck on? Surely it wouldn't get stuck on the floorboards because she yelps as she gets up. And then it wouldn't get stuck in the bed because I highly doubt that would even be painful whatsoever.
So the dew claw theory is unlikely, which is why it didn't last very long. Then, of course, you have the responses, and many responses there were. Not just from Hasan, but from his lapdog and many others in the media. A cover-up was manufactured, and while we will give some charitability, my goal as the leader of the K9 unit is to uncover the truth.
Is Cameron gonna become a furry after this? Is, like, this gonna be, like, the beginning of Cameron's furry arc? He's gonna be like, I'm a furry, deal with it.
In doing so, before we see the rest of Hasan's responses, we need to look at the wealth of past evidence that was dug up within hours of the news breaking. And after seeing this, you might...
I feel like that would make a good title. CameronF305 channels his inner furry to go after Hasan Parker or something like that for Shocktober 7th. I feel like that would actually be, like, a really good title for this.
I think Hasan is one sick puppy. Ah! What'd I do? The first course of action people took to identify whether or not Hasan used a shock collar was to look for any mention of a shock collar in the past from Hasan, and they quickly found it. There are a couple of good examples, but the best one is a resurfaced clip of Lacey and Hasan talking about Hasan's dog trainers and the methods used to train Kaya, where shock collars are clearly mentioned.
What does he get trained to do? To everything.
Prongs don't come off fully dried.
He'll get training to, like, basically...
Many people already figured as much, but what was really damning was Hasan's history of questionable and abusive behavior towards dogs.
Oh, yeah, where there's, like, a literal clip of Hasan yanking the dog's tail, and everybody that was, like, literally going to bat for Hasan and, like, defending him had nothing to say about the clip of him pulling the tail, because they know that they can't spin it. They know that they can't say anything about it, so they just pretend that it doesn't exist. They are like, I didn't see anything. They pretend like it doesn't exist. They don't address it at all. They have nothing to say about Hasan treating dogs poorly.
I'm trying to be serious. I don't normally do this, but I honestly feel like I should warn you guys that the following clips are kind of hard to watch, especially if you're a dog lover like me. Although watching...
I've already seen them. It's the one where he yanks the dog's tail. I mean, it's very bad, but it's like I've already seen it, so like I'm a little bit desensitized to it at this point.
Me sit here getting shocked is probably... I mean, I know he's gonna fucking do it because I'm tough. Fuck you! Ow! Don't hold it! Ow! Ow! And this first example, Hasan, while IRL streaming, grabbed...
Bro, you gotta, like, I don't know if it's your friend or your girlfriend using the shock collar, but you gotta save that for the bed, Cameron. You gotta, like, wait until you guys get together in the bedroom and then, like, you have nothing but the shock collar on. And then, maybe wrap the shock collar around your balls. And I'm just kidding. Don't do that. You don't want to prevent your ability to have children in the future.
Grabs his dog by the tail and yanks it pretty hard, which is bad for the dog's spine. Any dog owner knows this. You don't even have to know a dog. You have to be 5 years old to learn that.
Stay. If you run right now, I'll fucking kill you. Like, I'll actually kill you, okay? In front of everyone. Stay. Come here. Hey. Motherfucker, come here.
Fucking yanking on the dog's tail. It's so bad for dogs, too, because if you pull on a dog's tail, you shouldn't pull on any animal's tail. And the reason why is because their tail is connected to their spine. You could really cause some serious damage if you pull it hard enough. I used to do, like, my grandma had a dog, and when I was a little kid, I wouldn't pull on the tail super hard, but I would grab, like, the dog's tail, but, like, all the adults would obviously be, like, they were very good. They were like, hey, don't do that. Don't pull the dog's tail, and eventually I stopped, and I grew out of it. But I was, like, 3 years old when I did it, and I didn't even, like, pull it super hard. I mean, it's still not good to do that, but, like, as I got older, obviously I realized, oh, wow, that's wrong. I shouldn't do that. That's bad.
Stay. No, come here.
But it's different here because Hasan is obviously, like, well within his 30s or his late 20s when he's pulling the dog's tail, so very different circumstances here.
You expect that kind of behavior out of maybe a 5-year-old who doesn't really know any better, but even then, like, the parents will tell you, hey, you can't do that, that hurts the dog.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, when I did it as a little kid, like, the adults in the situation, whether it would be my grandma or my uncle at the time, or I guess my parents would be like, hey, no, don't do that, that's wrong, you shouldn't pull the dog's tail. Eventually, I stopped.
And all of that is really bad on its own, but the worst clip for me was the resurfaced clips of Hasan confining Kaya as a little puppy with his more aggressive dog Fiona.
Very quick.
Yeah, I mean, I think this clip also communicates to a lot of people that, like, Hasan really just doesn't give a fuck about animals whatsoever, and he clearly has no, I guess, concern for Kaya or other dogs, or any animals for that matter.
She will most likely recognize, she will very quickly learn that that's probably a mistake. Because if she keeps pushing Fiona, Fiona is going to bite. Oh, there we go. Good job, Fiona. You fucking tell her. One thing I will tell you, I've seen her. Kaya is really funny when she's scared. Being scared, but it gives me anxiety. Maybe it's me. No, I want her to bite her. What do you mean? That they had to chop it. I know Fiona.
Crazy. I mean, he was laughing when Kaya seemingly, when they were about to, like, fight. Whenever I had cats that fight, I used to have 2 cats, and sometimes they'd fight, but I would break it apart if I caught them. I'd be like, hey, no, listen, no, stop doing that. Knock it off.
Wants out. She's not getting out, though. Fiona snaps at her. She'll just go, ah, 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 and, like, run away. Run away like a fucking goofball crying. It's the funniest thing on the fucking planet. Oh, Fiona, stay in there. She needs to learn. See? See? She wants out. See?
The wind, children.
Did you see that?
His reasoning for doing this was to train Kaya not to mess with other dogs, I guess, but
I mean, God forbid Hasan becomes a fucking Roman emperor, right?
confining them like this just feels really cruel. They're fighting over toys in a bed. It's just like, it's so unfair. And she's clearly scared. But that doesn't matter to him. He thinks it's funny. He outright says it. He thinks this shit is hilarious.
I want you guys to see what happens when she actually gets scared. It's so fucking funny.
So at this point, in my humble opinion, I'd venture to say that Hasan is a pretty bad dog owner and seemingly has a history of abusing his pets. However, that's just my opinion, lawyers. So with that in mind, you might be wondering, if you've been frankly living under a rock, did he actually use a shock collar? And if he did, why do we only have one example? Both are fantastic questions, and in this video I aim to answer them no matter how obvious they already seem. And on the latter question, I'll tell you we don't just have one example, we now have many. Since the story broke, several clips have resurfaced of Hasan.
Yeah, people went full detective mode on this shit.
Doing that same exact hand motion in the same direction, always while distracted by whatever the fuck his dog is doing.
A commemorative mug I got from England. Commemorative mug I got from
Yeah, the moment he clicks to press something is when that dog like moves in place to somewhere.
Now you might be wondering, if he's choking his dogs, why isn't there a yelp? Well, I got a few potential explanations for this, which will be talked about towards the end of the video, once we go over this situation. I can't keep that in the video. But it can be safely assumed that he is pressing a button to signal to Kaya that she's doing something wrong and needs to go back to her place. Ow! Oh! We know this because for whatever reason, Hasan has a multi-camera setup like it's fucking Five Nights at Freddy's. And in the overhead view, we can clearly see him push this remote out of the frame.
Wide shot. Boom.
Yep.
Yes, again.
Hi, Jack.
Go to camera, huh?
Yeah.
Now with all that pretty damning evidence out of the way, and everyone and their mother talking about it, literally everyone and their mother, it was on Fox News.
Oh my god, I remember, like, it got on Fox News, and even, like, JD Vance in an interview, like, was talking about, like, they brought up the Hasan shock color thing. It was so fucking funny. It's just like, it's, oh my god, it's fucking funny how big this story got.
Can Hasan reasonably explain this situation? No. Okay, end the video. Ow! Fuck you! So as I said,
Cameron, I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of starting to get annoying. Like, no kidding. Like, it's like you kept doing it over and over and over and over again. And it's like, all right, Cameron, we get the joke. You don't have to keep doing it over and over again. It's like, it was funny maybe like the first 3 times, but now it's like getting annoying. All right, it's like, come on, stop it, enough.
Hasan's initial response same day was...
I guess I have to get used to it. We have 40 minutes left of this video. He's probably going to do it a lot more.
...to deny the caller and adopt the dew claw theory. That
Chat, take a shot every time Cameron gets shocked.
obviously didn't work. So here's a new stream for him to explain away his actions.
I don't give a fuck if you're trying to go to work tomorrow. Do it. Play the game.
In which he does what he probably should have done the stream before, which was show the fucking collar. So let's see. Show me, Hasan. Show me you're not a sociopath.
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate. And that's it. Are you happy? That's it. Good. There's the AirTag. There's the fucking vibrator. It also has a flashlight component to it at nighttime. And it also has a tracker on it when she gets lost. If she were to actually get fucking lost.
Oh, so he did have a remote collar. Man, it does look suspiciously exactly like the one that shocks. Is that fucking electrical tape? Look at that little grin. He knows exactly what he's doing. Also, I'm gonna state the obvious and say that tape has not nearly enough dog hair for this to have been a spontaneous occurrence, as he's trying to play it off in this clip.
Can you just show the collar? Shut everyone up. XU said he would donate 50K to a shelter if he did. Okay. Sure.
He later said he put the tape on to cover a phone number. That wouldn't make sense if this was spontaneous and not a pre-planned showcase, as he played...
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, that's what I'm talking about. It's like Hasan constantly is just, like, changing the narrative about, like, oh, I taped it just so it wouldn't shut it over. Oh, but there's no tape at all. And his defenders were like, but there's no tape on it whatsoever. It's just a vibration collar. That's how it comes in or whatever. It's just, like, it's constant lying. It's constant changing of the narrative. It's like, which one is it? Which story is it? You guys have changed it, like, several times at this point.
It off of this clip as he's responding to a chatter who says XQC is going to donate 50K if he can prove it's just a vibration collar. Hasan, you're really fucking dumb. He had a whole fucking day to think of something, and the fact that he didn't show the collar the day people...
I feel like if he was truly innocent, he would have just showed the collar right then and there. Like, the first moment he saw it on stream, and the first time he talked about it, like, right then and there, he could have just, like, been over with it. He could have went up to his dog, taken off the collar, and been like, hey, yep, here you go. That's literally it. This is my collar. This is what's been on Kaya. He could have just been like that, and it literally, if he was truly innocent, I think the controversy would have died there. And then no one would have talked about it since. But no, he waited a day, and then he, like, responded to it, like, the second time he responded to it, he showed it, but then obviously put, like, the electrical tape on it. Like, he shocked the dog. He definitely, like, enough. Like, he's not innocent.
Or bitching was suspicious enough. People were probably expecting him to switch out the collar for one that doesn't shock, but he couldn't even think that fucking far ahead. Or maybe he couldn't overnight it. What a fucking idiot, dude. So him showing the collar immediately confirmed that he indeed was using a shock collar, and it also confirmed the model, which notably has physical difference from the non-shock version, which vibrates only.
Closely match the ET300 Mini Educator half-mile remote e-collar, which does have shock prongs. It seems to match in shape, in the positioning of the charging port, in the texture of the plastic, unlike this one with the much more curvy light than the one Hasan has. This one, which is vibrate only, also has its charging point on the side. The one Hasan has the charging point in the middle, much like the shocking version.
You know, not for nothing, XQC. I appreciate XQC's attempt at trying to do detective work, but I think Lonerbox is not only far more educated, but he's just better at it in every way imaginable. So,
where the prongs that could deliver the shock are simply removable. You can just remove them.
Soon, people actually contacted the company who makes the collar, and sure enough, they confirmed, hey, that's the shock collar with the prongs cut off and electrical tape over it. Well, since he already showed it accidentally, I can tell you it's a perfect match to mine with 2 buttons to shock, 1 black, 1 red, and 1 button to vibrate. Can you hear it? It's got the same interface.
Don't fucking shock yourself again. Don't do it, Cameron. Don't fucking do it.
And guess what?
Don't do it.
It lights up.
Don't do it.
Oh, you could use it as a flashlight. See, this what?
You motherfucker. I knew you were gonna do it too, you motherfucker.
That was the shock button. Now this story blew up so big that even the mainstream media caught wind, which marks some of the first mainstream negative press that Hasan has ever gotten. Many don't know that Hasan has a lot of connections within mainstream journals. And no, I'm not talking about this creature who is more of a joke than anything that could remotely ever be described as a journalist.
Fucking Taylor Lorenz taking strays. Taylor Lorenz is gonna, careful, she's gonna accuse you of being misogynistic and being part of the right-wing smear campaign in Ethan Klein's side of the internet.
But
or she'll accuse you of being a centrist.
Actual figures in mainstream journalism. They've written puff pieces about him in the past, done cutesy little interviews, and have called him the Joe Rogan of the left. But this time, although there were a lot of defense articles later on, initially, it wasn't so peachy. Yo, shout out to fucking Forbes. This is hilarious. Beyond the mainstream reactions, you had everyone assuming the worst of Hasan. Even his friends, like Mrs. Chestnut. Jellywig and QT Cinderella got a lot of heat for it, and man, QT Cinderella is just treating herself like a doormat. That troglodyte fucking mongoloid, what's her face? Vanilla Mate.
Whoa! You can't say that, Cameron. I'm pretty sure that's an ableist term. Come on, man.
Threw her under the bus. That's a whole different story.
I don't know. I think Cutie Cinderella is, like, okay. I think she generally means well, although, like, the one thing I don't like about her is she can be a little bit performative at times. Like, she'll, like, go on stream to, like, cry. She did it with, like, the streamer awards and the whole, like, deepfake controversy. Not to say that the deepfake controversy was good and she had a right to be upset about it, but, like, going on stream just with the purpose of crying is, like, very performative. It's like, come on, like, what are you doing? I think, generally speaking, she means well, though. But she accidentally blurted out the shot color details. Vanilla Mace I don't really like as much. Vanilla Mace is very... she strikes me as a very opportunistic virtue signaling person.
I just wanted to say, Cutie, ditch the friends. Watch Content Cop Hasan Piker, please. I feel bad in this sense, but you guys really...
You gotta change the title of that, Cameron. It's been months. You gotta change it to Content Cop Ludwig.
We need that criticism, okay? Because you guys are just getting stomped on, and... you don't need this, but you do it to yourself, and it's the company you keep, okay? And if you've watched the Content Cop on Ludwig, you know that Hasan, at this point, in his mind, he needs to get the narrative back. So he calls the Orbiters for reinforcement, but will they be enough to save this? So as the days go by, Hasan continues to deflect the scandal, calling it a psyop by the Jews. Because
does he actually? Oh yeah, wait, I think he did say that. Hasan is now calling. She has no idea she's been the most famous dog on the internet for the past 2 days because of a coordinated far-right pro-Israel slander campaign. Yeah, I remember a lot of people were like, but the Hasan, like, anti-Hasan shot color thing was like a far-right movement or whatever. If you have that take, you're actually stupid. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Watch the fucking clip of Hasan and tell me that he didn't shock the dog.
He's pro-Palestine. He's thinking everyone's schizophrenically looking at all his arm moves.
So, I don't know. Anyone who has that take is legitimately stupid.
Guys that don't even know Kaya's name, coming in here saying you'll be... I know. Can we just move on, please? Because the memes were funny in the first couple of days, but now the only people that...
Well, if you thought they were funny, why didn't you laugh at them? You weren't laughing at them in your first response of it.
Still are, like, actively pushing it are people who are genuinely mentally ill in the way that, like, anytime my fucking arm moves around...
He does a little gesture I thought was a little gay, that the gays might like. He likes to queer bait, I think is what it's called. He claims he was going for his gate button, which is clearly on the opposite side of the desk.
Unlock the gate or some shit. Like, I do have a button on my desk for the gate, right? And I unlock the gate, and obviously, if you have a dog, you know this already, when they hear that the gate is unlocked, they perk up. They're like, oh my god, he shocked her again.
He also said he wasn't reaching for any remote, he was reaching for some of these bad boys, which is false.
What were you reaching for in the clip? What do you think? That's where all my fucking Zintins are.
Listen, I've seen enough Turkey Tom to know how to deploy a Zen, and you could see no upper decky was ever deployed. See? Because right here, these were never deployed. He's a little liar. Clearly this isn't working, and Hasan needs some better defense. My guy made the HDF.
So then, is Saul Goodman gonna be your sponsor? This video is sponsored by Saul Goodman. Do you have rights? The Constitution says you do.
Hasan starts calling everyone.
Or did you know that you have rights? It's been a while since I saw the clip. I don't know, man. I'm fried tonight. All right, give me a break, chat.
Everyone, I need your help. My feelings are hurt. We've seen this in action before. Just watch the Ludwig one. And of course, now that he's getting a shit ton of hate for all of that, he's gonna lie about it.
This comes from a video that I uploaded almost 2 years ago. I uploaded this video called Huge Streaming Drama. Now, the reason I uploaded this video is because it was February 27th. I had a sponsor and I wanted to make a lot of money.
It's definitely not because you were scared of a certain audience going after you and snarking after you, Ludwig.
So I uploaded a video that talked about Hasan saying that streaming is harder than a 9 to 5. I poked fun at Hasan, and then I went on to do a sponsored ad read. I forget for what sponsor. And then filled up some bullshit, called it a day, made some money. Easy gig. Until Hasan reacted to it on stream. And then the video got a bit brigaded by Hasan fans who are upset. And the sponsors, not so happy these days. I don't know if you know this. When Hasan comes up for sponsored deliverables. So I took it down. Because of that, again, 18 months ago, I had dealt with people who now thought that, hey, Hasan messaged me. He made the boss call. I had to take down the video.
We all know what we saw on his live stream, okay, Ludwig? You're not getting away with that. You can't lie about it. I know it's embarrassing.
Such a fake fucking thing to do, using someone who you're friends with.
And like, this is like the end of the world. Hasan's mad.
Call Hasan and apologize.
Hasan's mad. I've got to get SpongeBob back.
Why is Hasan mad? What did I do? What did I do?
I'm sorry, Hasan Patcher.
Because I'm a mogul male? I feel like everything I said was fine. Am I crazy?
Damn, I feel like I should have reacted. I regret not reacting to the Ludwig content cop. I just like watched that off video and I regret it so much. I should have reacted to it.
Farmed for views? Oh, well,
Never again. We always react to a CameronF305 video from here on out.
Shit, that's the deal. I'll just fucking pull them out of the thumbnail, and then I feel like it doesn't really...
Please take my offering.
That's a change on the fly, baby.
With every streamer chiming in and the call's now been received, people start deflecting and claim it's okay because they've met Kaya. Oh, I've met Kaya. She's a precious dog. She's not getting abused. She lives a great life. Let me show you an example of Kaya's life. I loved this edit. This edit made my day.
Half of the goddamn country is like a lobotomy recipient. What the fuck? What do we do? It's over. It's fucking done. It's done.
What the fuck am I watching right now?
He's brown. He's brown. He's a brown Muslim guy. He's a brown Muslim guy. He's gonna do 9/11.
Ah!
I don't know what the fuck I just watched there. Was that another AI video?
Every fucking day, bro. He wants to globalize the enchilada. The enchilada.
This guy's actually fucking insane, dude. Something's wrong. There's a few screws loose up there, bro.
Yes, I saw the Hasan drama.
Well, they do say crazies have the best sex. Maybe that's why so many women like him, I guess.
It makes me want to go like this. People that want Hasan fucking dead were like, he used a shot caller and he's
He definitely did if you watch the clip.
abusing. And then Kaya yelps. Like, whatever. Kaya lays back down. The lengths that people are going to see, they're like editing his picture and turning up the fucking contrast where he showed the collar to be like, no, look, he put tape over it to fucking... As somebody who's met fucking Kaya, because all these people on the internet, I'm like, I
don't know, something is like so off about Vanilla Mace. I get such weird vibes from her. She's just like, she really just strikes me as a very opportunistic person.
fucking met that...
She streams on Twitch, and a lot of people tend to be very opportunistic there, so I guess it checks out.
That damn dog. That dog is like the sweetest fucking dog ever, and she's like the happiest girl in the fucking world. That dog is living lavish. Like, y'all wish you lived Kaya's life. Like, it's that dog is spoiled like a fucking motherfucker. And then also people who are like, well, he's on stream so long every day, and then the dog just has to lay there all day. I'm like, and what about y'all's dogs when y'all are at work?
So basically, the one time this mongoloid came to Hasan's house...
Whoa, Cameron, I'm pretty sure that's a ableist term. You can't say that, man. Come on.
...house, Kaya was never shocked, so that means it never could ever happen. If you've heard one of them say this, you've heard all of them say this. One of my favorite responses was from Valkyrie, who probably dating Hasan, according to Ethan Klein. I don't know. If that was private information, I don't think Ethan should have leaked that. As much as I really don't like Hasan, people should have their privacy, but that doesn't mean I hate Ethan or anything. I just thought it was probably not the best thing to do. Anywho, Hasan's alleged...
I mean, I don't know. When I made my I remember I put a short out trying to post a clip of saying that Valkyrie had a very centrist take on the Colorgate stuff, which she did. She had a very safe take where it's like, the clip looks bad, but like, you know, Kaya's very spoiled. Hasan would never hurt the dogs or anything like that. And she was like, you'd think people would be directing this energy to the genocide and all that stuff. It's like, oh, okay. And then I had a ton of people commenting, they're dating, dumbass. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. It's not like they fucking advertise it anywhere. How the fuck was I supposed to know that? I mean, okay. It's still a very safe take to have where she, like, had this, like, weird fucking centrist take about it that was, like, very dumb.
Girlfriend.
I don't hate Valkyrie. I don't think she's, like, a terrible person. I just think that she's, like... It was just not a good take that I thought it was, like, worth making a video on.
With a brown nose decides... And when I said brown nose, I meant poopy, okay? To be clear, okay? I meant...
What the fuck? Oh, god damn it, Cameron.
Poop?
I wasn't even thinking about that, alright?
She sniffed his ass so much, she's got poopy on it.
Didn't you sniff somebody's ass earlier in this video, Cameron? Come on now, Cameron.
That poopy on...
We're not getting cognitive dissonance in this video now, are we?
I don't know. She decides to use the Hasan tactic of saying...
Well, first of all, the clip did look horrible. The clip was really bad. It was so bad.
Yeah, you think?
And it's understandable why everyone was freaking out about it, but I can verify that Kaya is the most loved and spoiled.
Valkyrie said it, which means it's completely debunked. There's no such thing that ever happened.
And...
Bro, it's like Hasan's, like, part of the mafia or something. Everybody's, like, so scared to, like, go after him.
Just the most well-trained and best little baby, or big baby... that I have ever been around, and that I have
Harry Potter and the Shocktober 7th
ever seen. So big baby. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. You would think that this kind of outrage, we would have seen it towards like the genocide and stuff, but you know, this priorities in this world are not where they should be.
I don't see this kind of outrage for the genocide. Yeah, you're right. I see people rioting on the streets and college campuses and everything about Hasan's dog collar. That's what I see. But I only see a little internet backlash over the genocide. That's what's happening. Are you fucking stupid? There is...
Yeah, obviously it was a very silly take from Valkyrie. Valkyrie was being a bit of a silly goose there.
Substantially more outrage over the genocide in Gaza, dude.
Yeah, I don't think Valkyrie was, like, intentionally lying. I just think that she was a little bit obtuse about some of these points. Like, she was kind of just like, hey, come on, you're being a bit of a silly goose, more than, like, an intentional... malicious, dishonest thing.
Dude, what are you talking about? But it's a horrible deflection. It's like, yeah, let me use the dead carcasses of these children to defend my alleged boyfriend in a scandal. That's fucked. That's fucked up. Now, to Valkyrie's credit, she did apologize for this horrible comparison after facing some backlash, which she's probably not used to. I don't really see her getting in a lot of controversy.
About LSF, I messaged...
I thought Valkyrie got into, like, a controversy with, like, 100 Thieves or something where she, like, scammed her audience or something. I don't know if it was intentional. It's been a while since I tuned into the story, so I don't know all the details. So I don't know, like, the full context of it, so don't take it as fact. But, like, I... thought that, like, the allegations were that she was, like, scamming her audience from, like, a product that she was selling or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that it was overblown. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure this is definitely not her first controversy that she's been in.
Nick, Poem, and I messaged Asmongold. I asked both of them, I was like, hey, I don't really use Reddit a whole lot, but, like, do you think it's a good idea or a bad idea if I respond to a post and be like, oh, I understand where you guys are coming from. I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry. I should have definitely, like, spoken about it differently. And both of them reassured me that it's a good idea to not, because I know they're, like, they're Reddit people. So I was like, they both said, they're both very nice. And they both said, yeah, don't Don't respond. It's not a good idea.
She decided to blame her bronchitis and her period for her horrible choice of words.
The timing of when I bring up certain topics and how I talk about them. It probably wasn't the best idea to talk about such serious things after a 12-hour stream while sick with bronchitis, jet lagged, on my period, hasn't eaten in 12 hours besides half a chopstick.
She also talked about how she called in some reinforcements and talked to Asmongold for some advice, and her audience didn't like that, so...
I apologize to my community. It was probably so hurtful and so jarring. I'm under a rock, and that's my fault, so. I think...
Is she, like, unintentionally, like, reporting that she, like, kind of virtue signaled over the Israel-Palestine conflict? She's like, I live under a rock. I don't actually know what's happening. Is that, like, a bit of a self-report for her?
Everyone, including myself, should be more aware of, you know, what's going on in the world and what people are saying. I just, like, it is my fault at the end of the day. That is my fault. It's literally no one's fault but my own.
Oh, sorry. Oh, he has opinions I can't agree with. Better distance. That's all he's good for. Can't like Asmongold. Fuck, sorry. I didn't know that he had opinions I didn't like. She then went on to play the Virtue Signal Olympics, and oh my, it's embarrassing. It's so bad. Ow! Fuck, sorry. Trans lives, human rights. I like good things. Ow. Ah! Is that not good enough? Now let's jump into...
Damn it. Fucking the shocking is like really getting to me.
Photo forensics genius, Dr. Tits.
Oh my god. Dr. Tits, our favorite.
This is Denim's, the booby streamer who's known for not much, honestly.
No. All she's really known for is just Hasan waiting room. Like nobody, like I can't think of any other reason other than watching Denim's because Hasan's not currently live, or just watching her because she like has her tits out on camera. Like, that's literally, like, the only two reasons. Like, Denims doesn't apply any intelligence to any conversation. She doesn't really have a particularly interesting personality whatsoever. I just don't really see Denims as somebody that, like, I would ever watch unironically. Like, I feel like Denims just has nothing going for her other than just being a Hasan waiting room.
Notably, she's being sued for copyright infringement. And it's only getting worse for her. But she chimed in with... Just play it.
First of all, the product can't be turned into a vibrating collar, for starters. Second, the taped photo is fucking doctored, dude. You fell for misinfo. Congratulations, bro.
How is it doctored?
This image, you can clearly see the tape. The tape image is a doctored photo. I took this from the VOD directly.
Huh?
And when you look at the fucking...
How is it doctored? I don't understand. Like, what's the argument? Is that it was... How could it be doctored? Just because they put the brightness up just to, like, see the tape better? Is that the argument? I really don't understand, like, what the deal is.
Facting on these photos, it's very obviously a fucking Photoshop job.
I'm sure you know a thing or two about Photoshop.
Like, you literally fell for misinfo. Congrats. You can just hate Hasan, by the way. You can just say, I don't like him.
Yeah? Keep that one in mind. Keep the tape isn't real in mind. Now, let's go into another classic. Frogan fucking downplayed the scandal, calling it dribble and all this.
And Hasan got canceled. For what? Or for Kaya. That's a disaster. I've been seeing that shit all over my timeline. But he cleared his name.
She should just stay out of drama. Although she's been going wild on Twitter, let me tell you.
I think Frogan just needs to, like, Frogan is, like, one of those people that, like, talk shit. Like, that's why she had her fucking boohoo veterans, deserve to get PTSD take, but then, like, cried the moment, like, she got pushback for it and then got banned. Like, I feel like Frogan just, she just needs to focus on the lawsuit. That's really what it comes down to. And then also focus on, like, making meaningful commentary instead of just, like, reacting to reality TV and saying nothing.
He's been... Now, these responses aren't good. Hopefully we can get a credible source of information to chime in and really save this, because this is getting pretty bad. I feel like every response these people make it only worse for Hasan, actually. Maybe they should stop talking. Thankfully, journalistic genius Taylor Lorenz is on the case.
Oh, no. God, I fucking can't stand her. Taylor Lorenz just does not get enough hate.
Taylor Lorenz's knee-jerk reaction was to call it Gamergate bullshit.
I saw it. I also saw all of her videos of, like, trying to run defense for Dan Clancy, even though he handled the TwitchCon shit so poorly. And then she was, like, running defense for Hasan. Like, I don't know. Taylor Lorenz has boyfriend politics. Like, she has a massive crush on Hasan. She very obviously does. If Hasan was conservative, Taylor Lorenz would be conservative. Just to be clear. Like, I don't think she cares about anything that she says. And she only does it to, like, I guess, show off her journalistic prowess that only other journalists can hope to aspire to, but it's not even that. She's like the legal mindset equivalent for the far left.
She is built like a Gamergate. After her mess of tweets, Taylor Lorenz dropped the video for us all to watch. And normally I wouldn't pivot to someone else's video other than the subject we're talking about, but this is just so beautiful that I feel like we need to give it a little reaction, a little time.
For the past week, the internet has been dominated by the conspiracy theory that Twitch streamer Hasan Piker abused his dog using a shock collar during a Twitch live stream.
Very beautiful, Taylor. Very, very beautiful. It is a conspiracy theory. It's not like we saw him, like, reach over and press a button or anything like that. Yeah.
It's a conspiracy. It's all a conspiracy. I don't like to put chemicals in the water that are turned into freaking dog shock.
To be clear, zero evidence that his
Dogs are gay now.
dog Kaya was even wearing a shock collar.
Especially furry dogs. I'm looking at you, Cameron. You're ever so slightly becoming a furry every single day.
During that live stream. Kaya is pictured wearing a canvas collar with a little AirTag holder in it in the original clip, where she yelped once after seemingly catching her nail on the dog bed.
That's false, and Hasan has actually adopted this theory, for a little bit at least, that the dog wasn't even wearing the collar. But in the clip, you can clearly hear him say, "This is the collar everyone's talking about."
This is the one that people are talking about. Okay, this is the one.
Kaya is pictured wearing a canvas collar with a little AirTag holder in it in the original clip, where she yelped once after seemingly catching her nail on the dog bed.
There's the AirTag.
Okay, it's not rocket science. The dog was wearing the fuck you! Fuck you! His dog was wearing this shock collar.
Anyway, my point is I just want you guys to be able to recognize when you see this stuff and when you see somebody posting a bunch of blurry screenshots online and when
there's video evidence of it. There's also video evidence where he literally yanked the dog's tail. Like, what are you talking about, Taylor?
you see
How could that be faked?
like this type of
Is the next is the next sweep gonna be, oh, but that's AI?
manufactured outrage and you watch these goalposts change and change and change, that should be a sign for you.
Weren't you literally changing the goalposts when you were, like, defending Dan Clancy? You were, like, saying, yeah, you know, people were crossing boundaries when people were entering the TwitchCon event, but, like, that doesn't really mean anything. People cross boundaries all the time, even though, like, it's Twitch security's fucking job to prevent stuff like that from happening.
To slow down and think twice, and also realize that video footage or photos and visual media can be very convincing.
You guys, video can be very convincing. Those pesky videos of people doing certain things could really make you think they're actually doing those things. It can be very convincing.
Yeah, don't believe your eyes, because again, you guys would fall for this is the whole, like, you say don't believe your eyes. Yeah, exactly, don't believe your eyes. Believe actual journalism. Yeah, don't
Believe actual journalism. Believe journalists who lie through their fucking teeth.
your eyes.
Oh my, she's not real. This is not a real person. Don't believe your eyes. Don't. Wait, not happening.
Yeah, if a person gets violently sexually assaulted, if Hasan Parker violently sexually assaults somebody at a brothel, don't believe your eyes. If Hasan goes to a Diddy party, don't believe your eyes, man.
Don't believe.
If Hasan shocks a dog, never believe it, ever. It's doctored. It's totally doctored.
Your eyes. Believe real journalism. The real American journalism. We love China. Ignore all the horrible governmental policies on child labor and, you know, slavery and censorship. Ignore all of that about...
All of it is just West bad. Like, Hasan hates the West so much, he'll promote all these other countries. It's why he doesn't care about Uyghur Muslims in China or in Russia, and that's why he also downplays Russia invading Ukraine. He doesn't actually care about the genocide happening in Gaza. It's because Israel's, like, the only, like, Western force that we have in the Middle East. And so, like, Hasan just, like, hates the fucking West, and that's why he's mad about the genocide in Gaza, but he downplays Russia invading Ukraine. He doesn't actually care.
Oh, China. We love China because we trust true American journalists, okay? Don't believe your eyes!
What do people not do? Again, look at the actual collar.
Oh, what? No, hey, Taylor. Hey. You can't look at the collar, your eyes. You gotta look at the journalism.
What do people not do? Again, look at the actual collar. Like, talk to people that spend time with it. Talk to the dog trainer. Talk to people that walk the dog. Like, all of those people can vouch that this dog is not abused.
Talk to people. Talk to other people who take care of the dog, not Hasan, okay? Because the question is about the other people who take care of the dog, not how Hasan treats the dog. What?
After Hasan revealed the vibration collar on stream, bad actors attempted to leverage the fact that he put a small piece of tape on the back.
Whoa! I thought the tape didn't exist. Denims? I thought I fell for misinfo!
The taped photo is fucking doctored, dude. You fell for misinfo. Congratulations, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna put my ears back for that. It's almost as if they're two conveniently shaped circular objects that are covered by that electrical tape. The charging port, why?
Yeah, I mean, it was only, their narrative keeps shattering. It's like several different narratives going on at once.
Is it the same as the shock variant, huh?
Piece of tape on the back to conceal his phone number, which is like written in Sharpie on the back of the little vibration box.
There is no way you're fitting a fucking phone number on the back of this. Like, I know how Hasan has a tiny...
Let's try it. I guess I'll just do like a random number. I'll just copy whatever this is. 1 7 4 9 9 9 0 2 5 9, I guess. I don't know whose number that is. I apologize if I dox your number. I don't know who the fuck that is. I mean, I think you could fit a phone number on this. I don't know. You'd have to make it like really small though. You'd have to make it like really, really tiny. But I think a bigger question would be, why would there be a phone number on this to begin with? That's what I would want to know.
head, but I've met him in person and gave him a little fist bump. So I know he doesn't have tiny hands and a comically small Sharpie. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's unlikely.
Evidence that he somehow secretly modified and soldered down shock collar prongs. Something that would basically be like impossible to do. Like
I'm pretty sure there was a clip of someone doing it very easily with their bare hands. You can actually like crush them or like take them out with your bare hands. It's actually not that difficult to do.
Possible.
Impossible? What are they made of, titanium? Superman's body was used in these fucking shock collars? You could take the prongs off really easily, as demonstrated, huh? And it's pretty easy to get some pliers and cut off those screws. And guess what? It's really easy to solder those screws right back on.
I'll pause here to say that I've met Kaya.
Oh yeah, Cameron, why don't you do it yourself with the collar that you have on?
IRL.
She's met Kaya, bro.
I have never...
Yeah, Cameron, maybe it's time to lay off the Modelo. Just about now. Come on.
Seen her in a shock collar. I've spoken to people who have walked Kaya, babysit Kaya, probably spent...
So now the narrative is that I've never seen Kaya in a shock collar. She doesn't wear shock collars at all, ever.
Hundreds
Even though Hasan showed that he had like a quote-unquote vibration collar on.
Hours with this dog. And according to everyone I spoke to, in 0 instances has she ever been abused.
Other than on video. Other than the on video evidence.
Yeah, exactly. Don't believe your eyes.
I don't care if you've met the dog. If the dog loved you and was nice to you and didn't look abused. I'm sure there's a lot of kids who go to school who don't look abused, but when they go home, they're just getting fucking haymakers.
Who knows why Kaya yelped that like one day, but she is literally a dog.
Who knows? The most logical explanation is he shocked her. All the evidence is pointing that this is a psyop. And because she is a former mainstream journalist, she's great at it. But it's just so laughably bad because she's doing it in influencer spaces and she doesn't have a bunch of old boomers to convince on text. She has to do it on video to young people who are a lot smarter than her.
Kaya's also literally only yelped like that once, like in all of Hasan's years of streaming. It's not like this is some regular thing.
7 more and you're not allowed.
Dude, oh my god. Cameron, you gotta take that fucking collar away.
Ow! Ow! Fuck! Stop! Fuck! Seriously! Ow! Ow! What was I saying? Oh yeah, when it's small enough, it's supposed to feel like a little scratch, but maybe a pinch. But when it's like high, yeah, it's gonna make you yell.
And also, what's crazy to me too is shock collars, which are commonly used in dog training. They're not like tasers. They usually give like a crawling sensation on a dog's skin.
So this is the strat, right?
That's crazy. Wait, earlier Taylor Lorenz says, I've never seen Kaya wear a shock collar, but shock collars are not designed to fucking hurt dogs. Get out of here, Taylor. All right, like, which one is it?
And this is
does Kaya have the shock collar or not?
What I thought Hasan was gonna do initially, right? Outright deny it, saying, but even if I did, it's not that bad, right? And then outright admit to doing it and saying, oh, but this is so bad faith, and I never lied about it once. It's the gaslight brigade he does constantly throughout every controversy he's been in. In fact, recently, he didn't deny it when our Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance, you've seen him, curly hair, crazy guy, pointed it out after being asked about it on an interview.
You don't have to zap him.
No.
Hasan.
Not like Hasan Piker, no.
Wasn't that disgusting?
No electrocution of dogs here.
How disgusting is that?
The fact that fucking JD Vance knows about it, is JD Vance, like, our vice president, a little bit terminally online?
Disgusting. Well, I think it tells you that they're not, that they're bad people.
Yes.
If you can actually cause...
Yes, because JD Vance is a very principled person. We understand this totally.
Suffering to an innocent animal, you're probably the kind of person who doesn't worry about suffering in people as well.
So we're kind of at that stage already. She's trying to do this in this video while denying the shock collar, but saying, but it's not that bad. We know. It's the manner in which it was abused and on such a high setting that it made the dog yelp. That's the problem.
The idea that Piker is somehow secretly abusing his dog and shocking Kaya until she's in pain repeatedly is just completely made up in people's heads.
Well, now you're like blowing up the allegation, okay? He wasn't sitting there with the button, and I'm gonna use the vibrate for this, going, it's pretty obvious what happened.
The idea that dozens of high-profile guests on Piker's stream and every single person who's ever spent any meaningful time with Kaya would all be involved in some secret, years-long, elaborate cover-up is insane.
No, it's not. That's also not what people are arguing. People are arguing that Hasan's doing this, not that anybody else really knows that well, but also not that they don't know, because QT was in that same stream where the shock collar remote was very visible.
Like, literally, if you believe this, you have lost touch with reality.
Incredible. You've lost touch with reality if you believe this, even though Taylor's whole point and her entire journalism shtick is just to fucking spew disinformation and be the furthest thing from reality. It's very ironic.
Thanks, Taylor. Don't believe your eyes, Lorenz. Thank you, Taylor. Do not believe your eyes, Lorenz, for telling me that. And with that, we'll move on. But thank you, Taylor. Very cool. What a fucking idiot. So clearly,
I feel like Taylor should have gone in the bad liar section, but that's just me.
The reinforcements like Taylor Lorenz aren't really helpful, and she's been flip-flopping throughout all of her responses, but she's not the only one. See, the reinforcements that Hasan initially called weren't good enough, so he needed to call his friends back in.
Do I think Hasan shocks his dog? I have no fucking clue. I think he lied about having a shock collar. I think he 100% had a shock collar based off what's on my For You page. Maybe I'm getting psyoped. He's adamant that he hasn't shocked her. But that 100% is a shock collar, as a fact. I feel like that shit is 100% a shock collar. But I got no clue. And I think when you come in and you say, oh no, you're gonna get the Hasan call now, I think like you are like genuinely pathetic.
Alert! Alert! Hasan's feelings were hurt. Alert! Alert! Hasan's feelings were
Why
hurt.
is Hasan mad? What did I do?
Jellywig was back on it. After initially saying that Hasan was clearly lying and that it was definitely a shock collar, he flips on it.
After my stream, I got close-up pictures of the shock collar on my mother's life. I didn't see prongs. I'm pretty sure it's a vibrate collar.
Ah, yeah. Ludwig fucking cowers. It's crazy. Ludwig had like a normal take and he actually picked a side for once, but then when he realized he was pissing off Hasan's audience, he like walked it back and he fucking cowered away. Typical Ludwig. Typical Ludwig.
So maybe I should have said 99% sure instead of 100. I'm not making any other comments about whether he has a shock collar, has shocked her, whatever. I never made a comment saying he shocked her to begin with, but I just genuinely saw a picture of it.
He definitely did. What are you talking about? You just lied. He just lied right there. He definitely says that it was 100% a shock collar.
After it did have tape, and the tape was...
Or I guess the argument is that like, oh, he didn't shock her or whatever, but like it was just a shock collar, but he would never use it to shock Kaya. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, Ludwig, yeah.
I think it was covering or had his phone number on it or some shit. That's what the tape was.
Buddy, did your girlfriend not tell you that it was a shock collar?
No, there's no shock. Like, the electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my thing.
I remember Cutie Cinderella got very upset and claimed that these streamers that were like IRL streaming next to her were clip farming.
Like, it's only a vibrate. Like, there's a setting for vibrate and there's a setting for
True,
shock.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
So there's only since the prongs are in it only vibrates. I'm at his house. I looked at the collar. The collar is taped off where I think there would be prongs.
Yeah.
There's no zap. There's only a vibrate function.
Yeah.
So
Well, Cutie Cinderella admitted that there is a shock function if the prongs are in it. So Cutie Cinderella did self-report, but then she's like, "Oh, you clip farm me? No."
I would agree to that.
And now Ludwig is really trying to backpedal away from Hasan after the backlash to his backlash.
To be clear, I want no beef with anyone. Hasan's community, Asm's community, Destiny's community. The last time I did, I think Destiny wished death upon Slime and the rest of the podcast. If what I said offended you, I apologize deeply.
It's very clear a lot of these people are extremely spineless for deciding to flip-flop in defense of their friend, and it feels like you really can't trust these people's character if they're really going to do that. It's very clear the Gaslight Brigade, and I question people who deliberately, at their age, decide to continue with this. Right? It's not like these are teenagers. These are full-grown adults, and yeah, they have the capacity to make mistakes, but the double down and the flip-flopping, they're actively defending this behavior. It's a Gaslight Brigade, and it's not cool. If I were Ludwig, I'd be questioning QT's relationship with Hasan, because, I mean, you do you, but what the fuck?
Hasan. Naughty.
Hasan is naughty.
Addicted to Zins. Addicted to Zins.
Promotes-
Posts his package online.
And shocks his dog.
Tells his friends to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
He also, during Fear and, he put on his costume and he came in and he said, "You can see my dick in this." And I said, "Hasan, I'm not looking." And then he proceeded to hump the air and he said, "Look." And I said, "I'm not looking."
And in this situation, one of my favorite
That definitely is a form of sexual harassment at the very least. Like, that's crazy.
This is just such obvious bad faith, lying to cover for Hasan.
Saw someone who provided info of the caller when he showed it. He took out the contact points and put electrical tape over it. I watched the same clip. There's no tape. And you can't take those points out. You cannot cut the prongs off of it.
Crazy.
That's what I'm
very insane how many people are willing to go to bat for their favorite content creator just because he's a big hot Twitch streamer.
saying. The cope is so hard with
I agree that the cope is very hard. I agree.
a lot of people on this.
I agree.
Electric prongs are taken out of it.
But here's my thing, right?
Oh, I don't want to watch any more of this.
The moment that Cutie Cinderella was going to prove her narrative wrong, he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't want to watch this. Fuck this. I don't want to actually talk about this anymore."
Oh, I don't want to watch this. This is a lie. Don't believe your eyes. Taylor to Reds. Let's go.
Yeah, don't believe your eyes.
So the aftermath with this individual, Sasha Grey, has been fucking insane to say the least. So she started off by DMCAing people who were sharing this, then eventually finally said, "Oh, Hasan actually was lying by omission." I guess after reconsidering the QT clip. So she's flip-flopped, but now she's telling the truth. So let's be clear and debunk the lies. It is very easy to take the prongs off of this collar. Very easy thing to do. The best photo forensics you can do can prove that this is the same collar that Hasan is
Oh yeah, Cameron, why won't you do it?
using on Kaya.
I think the reason Cameron won't do it is because he's developing a kink to getting shocked. I think he likes it. That's why he's been getting shocked this entire video. I think Cameron's starting to like it deep down.
It's charging point.
Next thing you know, he's going to wrap that shock collar around his balls. He's really going to prevent himself from having children for the sake of pleasure.
On the side, the one Hasan has the charging point in the middle, much like the shocking version.
And once we get to our conclusion, we will talk about just how fucked is this situation really. But if you have to ask me, yes, this is a lie, Gaslight Brigade, and it's a shock collar. The point of this segment is not just to show that, yeah, this whole defense against Collargate is this huge gaslight brigade, because it is, and it's obvious that he's lying about it, but it's to show that this is just Hasan's playbook. Whether it be being a propagandist for China, the biggest terrorist supporter, being blatantly anti-Semitic, or, you know...
Yeah, it's crazy. All those controversies weren't enough for people to go like, nah, you know, like Hasan is... you know, him being anti-Semitic, him making calls to violence, him allegedly going to a brothel. It's not my Hasan, never my Hasan. But then, like, the moment he shocked his dog was like, that was like the really huge dent that was left in Hasan's career. I mean, Hasan's still fine. Like, he's still able to stream. He's still got a big audience. Like, his career is not dead, but it definitely, I would say it took a bit of a dent from this whole shock collar thing because of the way he handled it. Even, like, him banning, like, 3-year subscribers for, like, calling him out for this is actually, like, crazy work.
Whatever the fuck else, you know, showing terrorist propaganda. No matter what the controversy is, this is what he does. He lies about it, very obviously. He tries to make the thing that he's lying about not seem so bad, and then he later admits it, but saying, but you're crazy for calling me out for that. He'll call these people mentally ill stalkers. Everything's an attack from Israel. And a lot of the time it works on his audience. And when he started to notice that this isn't actually working as well as I'd hoped, he starts kicking and screaming. And I feel like because this controversy wasn't inherently political, it was a lot harder for him to weasel his way out of, because it was a bad optical look on anyone he was around. And in my opinion, it kind of should be. See, I'm not pro-censorship, but I'm also not against the idea of, you know, shitty people not getting handouts. If we all have to follow these arbitrary rules that we didn't want, why does this one guy get away with it? And the fact is, Twitch, even in this situation, has done everything possible to ignore Hasan when it comes to him breaking the rules.
Hey, listen, if Twitch doesn't give a fuck about women getting sexually assaulted on their platform, if they don't give a fuck about women on their platform at all, period, then why do you think they would care about dogs getting shocked on their platform?
It is very obvious, there's a clear bias, and it's a problem. Ow! I wasn't even... Why? But in this situation, for the first time, we're seeing the lies not work for Hasan. And it's very clearly taking a toll on Hasan. Now, luckily for Hasan, he got a bit of a lucky break during the peak of the Collargate drama, as Twitch drama went fucking insane. Emiru, a popular Twitch streamer, the biggest female streamer, I believe, was publicly sexually assaulted at TwitchCon. And then Twitch had a awful response again.
You know, hot take, Cameron, I actually think that if you made like a content cop on Twitch or whatever, like a content, if you like pivoted like whatever like spin-off series of a content cop or whatever on Twitch itself or on Dan Clancy, I actually think that would be super fire. That'd be really good. It would also be a very productive content cop as well.
I really need to make a video about Twitch. And then
there you go. There you go.
Shortly after, Emiru gave her allegations against Ms. Kiff, which were pretty fucking damning. And that took all...
Yeah, no, the Ms. Kiff stuff was fucking crazy and was really terrible. Ms. Kiff is a massive danger to society.
The attention away from Hasan, which is exactly what he needed. So
it's also crazy. Like, I know, I haven't covered it on the channel, but like Ms. Kiff has like slowly came back to the internet. Apparently he has a new girlfriend, even though he said in his response that he plans to stay single for a while. Immediately got a new girlfriend. And then I guess he was like responding and being like, yeah, good. I feel great, actually. I feel amazing. You know, I feel great in my life. Everything's good and stuff. And like, I don't know. Yeah, he's like pretending like everything's fine, I guess.
So, how did he feel?
I can't stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking god, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate...
Oh yeah, he had... Dude, this is because of the dog thing. Like, I know, like, Hasan was doing it to this chatter, but this was literally because of the dog controversy. And, like, he couldn't control the... This was, like, the first controversy that Hasan just couldn't control. Like, every other controversy that he's been into, where he, like, waved a gun around performatively on stream, whether he was like making anti-Semitic remarks, all of that was controlled controversy and he was able to make them die down, but the dog controversy just wouldn't go away. It was the first one he couldn't control, and then then he was sitting here having a fucking meltdown on stream. It was the most funny thing I've ever seen that entire month.
Everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately woke leftist.
What? What? Despite no longer being the center of attention during the Ms. Kiff drama, He crashed out, calling his critics mentally ill stalkers, shifting blame, saying he hated his life and he hated his audience. It's so poetic because the socialist, with everything in the world, hating his life, hating the criticism around him, it sounds a lot like a lot of communist dictatorial regimes. It sounds like a lot of those leaders. And then even worse, Hasan makes a buddy who...
Well, how would it sound a lot like a communist dictator regime? I mean, I guess I wouldn't doubt it, but do you have that on there?
Becomes really prominent in the political world, who's an actual socialist.
Wait, what? I need to rewatch this again. Hold on.
World, hating his life, hating the criticism around him. It sounds a lot like a lot of communist dictatorial regimes. It sounds like a lot of those leaders. And then even worse, Hasan makes a buddy who becomes really prominent in the political world, who's an actual socialist. And they're all buddy-buddy until he has to be disavowed publicly.
Bro, I'm gonna be so real. When people, like, attach the whole socialist term to Mamdani, I feel like it's just so overblown. And also, when Cameron said, like, the communist term, I was wondering if he was, like, implying that, like, Mamdani was a bit of a communist. I don't know. Like, this might be, like, the one point in Cameron's video that's, like, kind of an L point. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't know, Cameron. Like, your video, for the most part, aside from you using the shot color again and again, which was a little bit annoying, this point might actually be, like, kind of bad. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Like, I agree that Mamdani probably shouldn't associate with people like Hasan, but you also have to remember Mamdani is probably not educated on, like, Twitch culture or whatever. He's, like, more focused on, like, the political world and running his, like, campaign and everything. I don't know, man. Like, I really think people overblow how bad Mamdani is. He may be bad for all we know. Once he, like, actually... We'll never know until he actually gets in office, but, like, to say he's a... Like, insinuate he's a bit of a communist... And for all I know, maybe Cameron's not insinuating it, but I don't know. It seems like a bit of a weird point to add at the end of your video, but alright, I guess. I don't know.
On the debate stage.
That's crazy. Like, very rarely does Cameron have, like, L points in his videos. I don't think that this was a particularly strong point, not gonna lie.
The assemblyman will not denounce Hasan Piker, who said America deserved 9/11. The assemblyman just said in his response, well,
bro, I bet Andrew Cuomo doesn't even know what the fuck he's saying. He just, like, had somebody write these talking points for him just to go after Mamdani. Andrew Cuomo is just a typical fucking politician.
Depends on occupation. That is code, meaning that...
And I find the comments that Hasan made on 9/11 to be objectionable and reprehensible. And I also think that part of the reason why Democrats are in the situation that we are in, of being a permanent minority in this country, is we are looking...
Really funny stuff. And then even after that, once he wins, he gets kicked out.
I do not have you for the upstairs list.
Okay.
Can I see your ticket tape?
Oh, I'm staff.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
If you're
So we can't
escorted?
go upstairs.
So they're not on the list for upstairs?
I do not, but do you have this wristband? I can also just check the chat.
Well, so I thought movement windows could go upstairs, no?
We have no motion. We're out. We're done. We're washed. We're washed.
Probably getting kicked out within the next 15 minutes.
Most likely.
And guess what? Zorhan Mamdani didn't like you, okay? He got the votes he needed. Guess what? It's still the same game. Doesn't matter what they call themselves. It's the same game. And since then, he's been calling the fall of the USSR unfortunate, and recently he's been in China, hating America.
I mean, Hasan thinks that, like, Ukraine was the reason why they were getting invaded. They were like, that's why he said about Crimea, he responded with Crimea River.
Even though he got reprimanded for showing a Chinese meme. It would be hilarious if he talked about Winnie the Pooh and got, you know, fucking ousted or had to stay there and got arrested.
Roger, you seen this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
这是什么呀？他录了视频。
你是导游？
没有。Good film. Okay.
I think it's only right that
I haven't tuned into the whole Hasan China stuff. I wasn't really paying attention to that. I know he's, like, trying to, like, run propaganda for China, even though they're not exactly, like, the greatest when it comes to, like, policy and, well, some of their past, we'll say.
We not forget Collargate. We not forget the Gaslight Brigade. This is, like, a dangerous game he's playing.
I mean, it's nothing new with Hasan. This has always been the tactic. It just didn't work this time because people care so much about animals.
And, could be the beginning of the end. We'll see. We'll see.
What the oh my god, he actually did it. Oh my god, he's actually oh my god, did I predict the video? Bro, Cameron, I was joking. I didn't actually mean to do that. No. Don't fucking shock your balls.
Did I hit red? I hit red.
Oh my god, no, Cameron. I was joking. It's crazy that I predicted that. I actually didn't. I swear to God, I didn't pre-watch this.
So for our conclusion, let's play a little game called How Fucked Is This?
Alright, I'll play along, I guess.
Woo! We're gonna be a little charitable and find out how fucked this situation really is for the poor dog. Now, alone being reprimanded from moving from your place is kind of fucked, especially after hours and hours and hours on end being a big dog like Kaya is. So, was she zapped? Ow! You had. In my opinion, yeah, obviously, yes. Was it intentional? That's a good question. And
definitely, yeah. Definitely. Absolutely. Like, he want, like, if he didn't want, I don't know, if he doesn't want to shock the dog, he can remove the shock functionality, like Cutie Cinderella said. And Cutie Cinderella has a podcast with Hasan, so, like, I'm gonna generally believe Cutie Cinderella. I don't think Cutie Cinderella, like, strikes me as an inherently dishonest person, to my knowledge, anyway.
And let me explain why. So I got the remote here, and there are two black buttons on both sides. This one vibrates, this one shocks, and this one shocks harder. It could very well be that on stream, Hasan vibrates for Kaya. Meant to hit this black button, but instead hit this one and shocked her on accident, which is why normally you don't hear the dog yell.
Yeah, and if that was the case, then why didn't he just say that? He was like, yeah, I use a shock collar, but normally I try to hit the vibration and then I accidentally hit the other one. But instead, Hasan just has to lie about it. Even if it makes him look good in the moment, Hasan just has this, like, weird strategy where he'll just, like, lie in the moment if it makes him look good short term. And that's always been the strategy, and this situation wasn't any different.
The other thing is, it's pretty easy to change this if you don't have it locked in. This is a very sensitive dial. If you accidentally unlock it, it'll go straight to the setting. You put it on high and the dog's not used to it being on high, she's probably going to yell, being a big dog that she is. But on a lower setting, which I would hope that Hasan normally has it at, she's not going to react as much. And what's really funny is now on streams, you can tell that he's not been using the collar at all because she's roaming around, she's going free, and she's doing things that you would normally never see on Hasan's streams because of the controversy, which kind of just proves everyone's point.
My haters are causing me to be more reactive to my dog when she's being spoiled, and then train her in the opposite direction, train her into thinking that she can just, like, get my attention by crying in the background. Okay? Which is bad.
Is that a little bit of Five Nights at Freddy's ambience I hear in the background, Cameron? I know Cameron used to be, like, a bit of a FNAF fanboy back in the day. I guess we've all had that phase at one point, but that's the FNAF ambience with the multiple camera angles.
But what are you gonna do? Fuck it. I'll just destroy all of the training that I've worked very, very hard on to reinforce now that...
Yes, because pressing a button to train your dog to stay in one spot for 4 hours is such hard work. Wow, I feel so bad for you, Hasan. Yeah.
You know, the entire internet thinks I'm...
Chat, do you guys think he's drinking something from the BDS list? Is that Dr. Pepper? Does Dr. Pepper come in purple cans? Alright, yeah, purple Dr. Pepper, or I guess, like, some level of plum color Dr. Pepper. Is Dr. Pepper on the BDS list? Yes, the Boycott, Devicement, Sanctions Movement and its supporters target Keurig Dr. Pepper, which is Dr. Pepper's parent company, due to its ties with Coca-Cola Bottling Company in Israel. Damn. It's crazy work, Hasan. It's crazy fucking work.
I'm fucking abusive unless I, you know...
He's drinking something on the BDS list. That's crazy stuff, Hasan.
Let my dog do whatever she wants and then run the show like this. I have a good friend of mine that used to be Van's producer back in the day. Back when he was in the... Look, see? Spot training is already failing because I already let her fucking... I already let her do whatever she wants now. See, this is how it works.
So, in the most charitable explanation, we could say that clearly since the prongs were obviously in that moment, he used the shock collar. But maybe on stream, he only vibrated and misclicked which caused the controversy that we are all seeing.
Again, I don't know why Hasan didn't just say that then. I mean, he just has to lie about everything, I guess.
In a slightly less charitable version, he normally has the dial lower and does shock her, but this time he forgot to lock it and it was on max. Or he hit the boosted button, which I still doubt. It's not that big of a boost. It's like only 5 percentage points higher, so it's not like that crazy. I'll rank our first explanation as a little fucked, and then our second explanation as kind of fucked. Here's why. Reprimanding your dog for not staying in place with a shock is not correct. You should not be doing that. You should use verbal commands, which she was listening to when he said, Kaya.
I just don't think you should use your dog as a set piece at all. Like, that's not good for the dog's health whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure I did research on this in, like, one of my Colorgate coverage videos. If I didn't, let me know, but I'm pretty sure I did.
She immediately started walking back.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
It's pointless to use physical discipline when your verbal discipline is already working fine. That's why I think it's already kind of fucked. You're just pointlessly adding more stress to this poor dog. And stress can really wear out a dog and make it depressed. His son doesn't do well with, thinking about what the dogs are feeling. Now, with a more probable explanation, he does shock the dog regularly, and it is at a high setting, but he usually mutes himself because in the past, he's muted his microphone when he reaches over or he stops talking. You can't hear her bark because the microphone is muted.
Was potentially going to use to potentially put pressure on Jordan's King to try and take in more Palestinians, correct? I mean, that's what we've heard from Trump over the course of the past few weeks, is that
that's probably more often what actually happens, and maybe he tries to just vibrate on stream occasionally, and if it doesn't work, he shocks and mutes. That's probably what happened, and I'm gonna put this in. Yeah, it's fucked. And in the most fucked category, he constantly shocks the dog for everything. Yeah. And that's probably like the least charitable. So I think it's somewhere in between, and I think it's likely that
most likely
he typically shocks the dog, mutes the mic, and that's why you don't usually hear a yelp, or he tries to vibrate and maybe shocks on stream. Regardless, I think it's fucked. You should not be shocking the dog for something like that. When the dog is doing something bad, like damaging your property or going out of bounds in the fence, then yeah, it's appropriate to do a mild, shocking sensation that feels like a pinch or a scratch, not something that actually, causes real pain. Fuck you! Fuck!
Alright. Fucking Christ, dude.
Fuck you, dude. You're supposed to let me get the word pain out. You're not. Fuck! Hey! Ow! In conclusion, how fucked is this? It's pretty fucked, in my opinion. Hasan shocked the dog. Be sure to virtue signal on Twitter. A daily reminder. People used to say, oh, drink more water.
Everybody's favorite, virtue signaling on Twitter, because that does so much good in the world.
Yeah, virtue signal more on Twitter. BB No Money is doing better than you. You gotta go make that tweet. You gotta go have that totally original take about AI. Woo!
It's crazy. Hasan advocates for Palestine, but can't even stop drinking a soda off the BDS list. I mean, in that recent Colorgate thing, he was drinking Dr. Pepper, which is also on the BDS list.
And we're gonna have a big December coming up. I got several videos planned to hopefully come out in December. That'll pretty much do it for today's video. I'm sorry this one took a while to come out. I just graduated and, I've been spending time and, just relaxing a little bit, finally having some free time in my life. So yeah, video's ready. Thanks for watching. Have a great Thanksgiving, and hopefully a second channel video is also out at the same time. We'll see. All right, love y'all. Take care. See ya.
Wait, I think I know why Hasan doesn't like dogs very much.
We're hooking up again, and I'm naked, and we start doing more things, fully naked, and I'm there. I'm right there at this point. I hear clawing again, but I don't even focus on it because I'm in the moment. I'm in the fucking zone, okay? I'm crossing the finish line. And all of a sudden, I hear a fucking loud noise, and this dog literally jets into my asshole.
Ah, incredible. Beautiful clip to end that off with. Alright, yeah, cool stuff from CameronF305.